What is a canapé? And no, I don't mean a can of peas. Here we go. Canapé. The primary meaning of this word is a slice of crustless bread cut in rectangular shapes, the size and thickness of which varies depending on the nature of the ingredients to be put on them, or a piece of toast. And we're going to talk about 3 different canapés. One of them is going to include this method. I'm also going to show a few unique variations of such. But the big thing is that it has that base of toast. So let's make the first one. Modern definition of a canapé would be not necessarily the toast that LaRousse described. It's more of a 1 or 2 bite item that is meant to be shared, passed, displayed, or, well, I would also add, it's something you finger food. So, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Finger food. One of the first ones I learned how to make when I was doing this, when I was working at this 5-star 5-diamond resort, we did canapés all day. Hundreds of canapés. And one of the first ones I learned was, well, a variation of what I'm going to show you. And it's based upon smoked salmon. Love the stuff. Rye bread. Horseradish. Cream cheese. Okay. Let's get started by, first thing we need to do is we need to toast this off. I've got a little hex, 6-side hex, yeah, a little hex cutter. So you can get these at regular stores. Well, you can get these at kitchen supply stores, online, that place online that sends you stuff with a kind of happy smiley face on their trucks. You can get it there. So if you don't have these and you don't want to spend the money for them, just cut them with a knife. Just cut them into nice little bite-sized chunks. I'm going to use the cutters. And I'm just going to do a few because, well, I don't want to overwhelm you and spend too much time making canapés all day, which I have done. So I get about we'll do about 5. 5 is a good number. Okay. The one thing you want to do, though, is you do want to toast these off a bit. Best way to toast them off, in the frying pan. Let's get a little bit of olive oil down. So we'll get a little olive oil down, and I'm just going to get that in there, get a nice amount of olive oil on it as I put it in, and then just move it around. And we'll just toast these off just a little bit. You can already see them bubbling there. Exactly what we want. This one off the edge doesn't seem to be doing much. There we go. And I'm just going to toast both sides, and we'll let them sit once they're toasted. What toasting will do is I'm going to put, of course, this cream cheese spread on there. So I want it to have a little resiliency to the moist product that's going on there. Let's take a look at it. Nicely toasted. A little bit uneven there, but that's okay. Yeah, that one looks better. That one looks really good. That one looks great. And then make sure you get some more olive oil on it, on the other side. And that one fell apart on me. I'll remake another one on the side so that we have... I turn the heat off right now. I think we're good. Nice. That one looks good. That one looks good. This one was my favorite to begin with. Also another one of my favorites. Like I said, that one broke. I'm going to make another one real quick, and then we'll come on and we'll build our sauce. Okay, we got them all toasted off, about to slide off the plate. We'll set those aside and we'll make our sauce. So the sauce is going to be based upon cream cheese. And cream cheese goes great with salmon, especially smoked salmon. We'll open this up. We'll just get a little bit. Since I'm only making 5, all I need is a little bit. And let's get some horseradish in there. Love horseradish. Yeah. You can go as strong or as light as you want. I like it a little bit strong, so I'm going to use quite a bit. Stir it up. Make sure it's a nice smooth paste. Add a little bit of flavor to it. Just a pinch of salt, doesn't need much, and like a fraction of a grind of pepper. Okay, now I'm going to use a piping bag. You've seen me use this before. I've got a little itty bitty star tip. Okay, load that up. One little hint to get all the stuff to the tip. Take your knife, back of your knife, and then just push it up. Simple. Now let's go back to our toast here. I'm just going to pipe just a little dollop right in the center. There we go. And now let's go on to our salmon. Okay, so I got a very sharp knife. One little trick at this is partially freeze your salmon. It'll make it a lot easier to cut and to cut precisely. So I'm going to cut the little bit off of here. And I see I still have the skin on, so we'll have to be careful about that. And then I'm going to cut little slices off of this. It's okay if it breaks apart a little bit. It's breaking up a lot less than it would if you hadn't previously frozen it or partially frozen it. We'll go back to our toast points and we'll just lean the salmon up against the cream cheese. Okay, now let's talk about garnish. Garnish is, let's see, I usually go for herbs, but you know, a little slice of red onion would be nice too. So I'm just going to cut off a little pieces of red onion. Make little spears out of it. And I'm going to put it off here to the side. Just kind of sitting up in the cream cheese. For those of you who don't do gluten, remember, you don't have to use gluten-full bread. I'm going to throw another little piece of parsley in here, just to give it a little bit of greenery, change up the color a bit. One thing, a lot of people don't really care for this type of work because it is tedious, and yeah, that's true, it is. But making something this small and this flavorful, to me, it's very satisfying. I want this one over here. There we go. We have our smoked salmon. Let's move on to another one. Okay, the next question you might ask is, does it have to be on bread? Some have gluten allergies, or gluten issues, we'll say. And those people, well, one, you could substitute. You don't have to use regular bread. You can use gluten-free bread for that. And do you have to use bread at all? Doesn't look like bread to me. It'll make a nice canapé too. So I'm going to take this cucumber, and I'm just going to cut 1 inch, or about 2 centimeters, slices. And I'll do 5 again. Next thing I'm going to do is take melon baller. Nice little tool, especially in the Garnish world. And I'm just going to hollow out the center just a little bit and make a little bit of a cup. There we go. So the next question is, does it have to be cream or cheese or something like that? Well, no, not at all. This is up to your own creativity, what you want to do, what you want to be. And again, back to the question of, does it have to be bread? You ever have a deviled egg? That's a canapé. Okay, so this canapé is going to be based upon shrimp. I've got some nice little shrimp here. We're going to deal with them separately. But what goes nice with a shrimp is, well, cocktail sauce. So I got some ketchup here. And some horseradish. Did I tell you I like some horseradish? I do. Little salt, little pepper, and this makes a serviceable cocktail sauce. So I'm going to set all this setup aside, and then I'm going to deal with the star of the show, some shrimp. Okay, so I got some shrimp. I'm just going to peel them. What I like to do is just kind of grab them by the tail or the legs. This I do want tail off. I don't want people fiddling around with the tail while they're trying to eat my canapés. If you sit down, yeah, but these are typically eaten standing up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take where this has been butterflied, these were pre-butterflied shrimp, is I'm going to take my knife and cut them all the way through. Be careful, you got a blade going towards your hand here. And just cut them all the way through. Okay, we'll season these with some salt and pepper. And they're going to go in the saute pan. Here with a little bit of olive oil. Make sure your pan's nice and warm. And then we'll just toss these in here. Give the pan a shake. We don't want them to stick. By cutting them all the way through, what you'll get is them curling up like this, which is exactly what we want. Makes a pretty presentation. Okay, they're done. Doesn't take long for these shrimp. I'm going to set them off to the side and we'll build our canapé. This one's simple to assemble. We're going to take a little bit of our cocktail sauce. We're going to fill that hole a little bit over. There we go. And we're going to put a piece of shrimp over top. There we go. Now, garnish. I like chives. I'm just going to cut about 1 inch or 2 centimeter pieces at an angle and then put 2 per canapé. There you have it. Canapé number 2 is done. Now, does a canapé have to be some type of protein? Does it have to be seafood? I've made canapés with ham. I've made them with salami. I've made them with roast beef. I've made them with tenderloins. Whatever you want. Another nice thing, just take like beef stew and put it in phyllo cups. That'll work. Let's go on to our next one. And this one will change your mind. So does it have to be with a meat or a protein? No, it could be a vegetable, it could be fruit. Let's make one using these strawberries. First, we'll of course need the sauce. I've got some goat cheese here. So I've got some honey, just a little bit. A little bit of orange liqueur. Now let's just mix this up a little bit. We're going to mix it until it's a nice, smooth, creamy paste. Pipeable. Okay, there we have it. Let's prep our strawberries. I'm looking for, well, that's about an inch or so. This is a little bit big. I'm going to cut these in half, but I'm also going to take off the leaves, because I don't want that. I don't want people messing with that while they're trying to eat my canapés, much like with the shrimp. Okay. I'm going to use my melon baller again, and I'm just going to hollow out just a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Nice little hollow center. I've got the same piping bag, same piping tip. Sorry for the break, I had to wash them. I just made horseradish cream in them. I'm going to take my stuff, my goat cheese, honey, orange liqueur mixture. Another option, mascarpone would be good, but I've done enough with mascarpone for now. And I haven't even made tiramisu yet. Okay. Once again, just work it down to the end. You can use the knife, but something this small you don't need to. I'm just going to pipe a little bit of the spread right in the center. Now, since I want it to look like a strawberry with something else on it, I got to think about the leaves. Since I cut them off, I can replace them. I've got mint. So I'm going to just put the mint leaves, just one or two per. So it looks like I've got, real strawberry leaves coming out of them. The little small ones work best. Not the floppy ones like that one. Now, that looks pretty good the way it is, but I want to add another layer of flavor and a different look. I've got figs. I like figs. Figs are delicious. So I'm just going to slice off little rounds of figs and place them right there. What's nice about this is it almost looks like truffles. Here we have it. We have our strawberry and figs with orange liqueur, goat cheese, and all kinds of good stuff. So let's take a look at these. All right, here we have it. We got our 3 canapés. Let's plate them up. We've got the salmon with a horseradish cream cheese. We've got our shrimp in a cucumber cup. And we have our strawberries with goat cheese and figs. Now, the nice thing about these, they're perfect for our, well, buffets. Christmas, which is coming up. Holidays are coming up, so it'd be nice to be able to set out a plate of these for your guests. I'm Chef Terry. If you enjoyed that, check out those. Also, go down there. All the list of ingredients are in here, but I invite you to be creative. That's how you learn. Also, while you're down there, like, subscribe, just smash all those buttons down there. I'll see you next time. Enjoy.